Hello, everybody. Today I'm talking to you about Sun in Aries. It is exalted, yet this is not an easy energy for the Sun because Rahu is there and there is a solar eclipse which the Sun is participating in, and there is going to be a lunar eclipse as well, and a Rahu conjunction. So unsettled energy. Usually once a year when Sun is exalted, it's always a very special time. But this year we have to navigate. Let us explore. Hello, I'm Komilla Sutton, and we are talking Sun in Aries. Do remember to subscribe, press the bell notification. So one of the things I want to thank you for and celebrate, that I heard from YouTube that 5 million of you watched my videos. I cannot believe that so many of you, 5 million of you, have viewed my channel and what I'm saying. And thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. And it's the best news I could have got. Thanks again. So Sun in Aries is from 14th of April to 14th of May. And you know that it is exalted in Aries, but it is not the easiest energy. The moment Sun comes into Aries, it is the Tamil New Year. So I would like to wish a happy Tamil New Year to all of you. Actually, 13th of April is Baisakhi, which is celebrated in North India. And if you're all celebrating a festival, I wish you all the best. And as I said, that always the entry of Sun in Aries is a major event. But once every 18 years, Rahu is also there. So we have Rahu, and therefore Sun is going to conjoin with Rahu. So there are important events taking place during this time. There is the eclipse on 19th, 20th, depending on where you are in the world, 19th, 20th of April. And then there's a lunar eclipse where Sun is not directly involved, but it is always at a full moon, and Sun is opposite to the eclipse on 5th of May. Then we have the Sun-Rahu conjunction and Sun-Mercury conjunction. Sun-Mercury conjunction on 1st of May is really quite okay, quite a good conjunction as far as the Sun is concerned, not so good for Mercury. But the Sun-Rahu conjunction is more complicated. Sun-Rahu conjunction is on 24th, 25th of April, depending on where you are in the world. And you see, Sun and Rahu, according to Vedic astrology, are inimical planets. Rahu eclipses the Sun. He wants what Sun has. And when Sun is exalted, he is expressing his pure sattvic self and good self. But Rahu wants to disturb that. He doesn't want Sun to get all the glory. So he eclipses the Sun. And also there is a conflict situation and unsettled energy. As you know, we as astrologers, we need to watch these times. And I will be making a separate video about the Sun eclipse. But for now, just to know that this is not the easiest time and until the eclipse is over. And alongside it on 21st of April, Jupiter also moves into Aries through Gandanta. So that is, again, if Sun was with Jupiter, that's a good news. But at present, it is Rahu that is dominating. Rahu that is the outsider, Rahu that is hungry for new experiences. He wants to obscure what the Sun wants. And if we think of the Sun as our soul, our inner light, then Rahu wants to darken that energy. And what we have to understand during the eclipse times is that any important decision should not be made. Usually we don't start new projects during the eclipses as well. And although 23rd of April is Akshay Tritiya, which is a very auspicious day, during Akshay Tritiya, people say we should start new project because Sun and Moon are both exalted. And maybe in USA, it will be on 22nd of April because we are about 12 hours time difference. But 22nd, 23rd, Akshay Tritiya, you can look up online which day it is for you. Yeah, and the thing is that usually they say that anything that is done at Akshay Tritiya, it gets multiplied by thousands of times, and good deeds done. So I would say that use that day to do something good for someone else, and also to make a donation, to do food donation or money donation, something positive, rather than starting a new project because there's 24th, 25th is the Sun Rahu conjunction. So although Sun Moon are exalted, we as astrologers know that Sun is with Rahu. So we need to watch out for. But anyway, happy Akshay Tritiya to you guys as well. And then 1st of May, there is Sun-Mercury conjunction. It's challenging for Mercury. Mercury is retrograde throughout this period as well, continues in Aries. So I have already made a video about Aries and Mercury. So you can listen to that. I'll put a link too. Main thing with astrological disturbances are that then we are doing everything with caution, not mean that you give up doing everything and stop living your life, but you know that the energies are disturbed. So if some radical idea comes or you think, oh, I have to do something immediately, then you're a bit careful about it. So how does it affect you? Remember that it is from your moon sign and your ascendant. Aries, Sun is coming there, but Rahu is there, eclipse is also there. I feel that you are going through a process of change. So as you're going through a process of change, this is an important time for you. And because the eclipse is in Aries as well, to allow this eclipse to pass and then make any decision you want to make or any changes that you want to make. Sometimes these things we don't have any control over, but overall that's what the good decision is. Taurus, the Sun is in your 12th house. And it is largely unsettled. 12th house is also expensive, and Sun and Rahu both, they like big expenses. So be careful with your spending. Just take care. Mercury is there. Jupiter is also joining. The only big plus point for you is that Venus is in your ascendant up to about 4th, 5th of May. So that is giving you a big support. But even then, just watch your expenses. Gemini, Aries is your 11th house. It's the house of profit, labha bhava. So it's a good time to think about money, financial earnings. And sometimes you'll see there's a spurt of earnings without any effort you want to make, or there can be an increase because eclipses change the situation. But if you are thinking about asking for extra money or finances, maybe not the best time. Cancer, this is in your 10th house. We have Sun in your 10th house. It's usually focusing on professional success. Rahu also is good in the 10th house for professional success. But this Sun in Aries transit, because of the eclipses, they can be sudden, unexpected changes as far as your work situation is concerned. And for you as Cancer, you do need to watch the lunar eclipse because obviously your Lagna Lord, Moon Lord is involved in it. And that is on 5th of May. Leo, this is your Lagna Lord. You've not been having easy transit for some time because Sun in Pisces is 8th house, and then now it's come to the 9th house, but Rahu is there. And I would as a Leo, be very careful of the advice you are getting. And sometimes there's this temptation of doing something quickly or going off what instinctively is telling you not the best thing to do. Because Rahu is dominating and Rahu is not your best friend. So if you are moving with caution, you're doing the right thing. Aries is your 8th house. Not the easiest transit. Also, Mercury is combust. It's part of the eclipse. It's retrograde. So for you, be careful about your health. Sudden unexpected events. And this is a long Aries transit for Mercury. So listen to my video, Mercury in Aries, as well. But Virgo, this is never the best transit for you when Mercury goes into Aries. And combustion means you're burnt out. You need a little time out. You need to look after yourself. And, if life is uncertain, then just allow it to flow and decide on things or anything you want to do later on, after June, really. Libra, the eclipse is in your 7th house, and the lunar eclipse is going to be in your ascendant. So Sun is in your 7th house, the solar eclipse is in the 7th house. So it's all about relationships, really. And the thing about the eclipse is we don't know how it is going to impact, but definitely showing change and transformation. And as Ketu is in the ascendant and Rahu and Sun and Jupiter and Mercury, everything's in your 7th house. Other people are controlling the agenda just now. And there is so much uncertainty or unclarity that you have to be, conscious that if you're trying to make sense of it, maybe this is not the time. And as this eclipses and all finish, then later on in May, it's better to try to make sense of it all. Scorpio, Sun, very good planet for you. It's in the 6th house. Generally, Sun's transit in the 6th is fine. But it is with Rahu, it's eclipse season. Fortunately for you, Mars is not involved in the eclipse, but Mars is in the 8th house of change and transformation. So this is a little bit unsettled time, especially for Scorpio. Mars is going to continue to be not at its optimum position for some time. And this general energy is unsettled. So do whatever you're doing, spend day to day as your projects are there, but don't try to make decisions or move into some new direction during this period. Sagittarius, the Sun exalted usually is a great time for you. Sun is your 9th lord and it is going to be in your 5th house. But Jupiter is in Gandanta. I already made a video about that, so do check that out. And, the eclipse is on, and it's also connected to your creativity, children, also money. Lots of things happening just now, and all of them are not really supporting you. So wait for this time. I know I'm telling everybody to wait, but that is the main thing with these transits, is that we are so conscious of what is happening that we are not making quick decisions. Capricorn, Aries is the 4th house. So Sun is not the best planet for you going into the 4th house. It's part of the eclipse. So home, happiness, unexpected changes for you. And you can feel unsettled. Sometimes unsettled means that you're either traveling or doing something, outside your home, or you feel unsettled at home. And these eclipses are in the 4th house and 10th house. So that area, but the Sun also shines light at that area, that are you dissatisfied? What do you want from life? And you've been through a long transit with Saturn going over Capricorn. So generally for Capricorn, always to take things slowly and not rush into any decisions. Aquarius, Sun is in the third house, that house of siblings, house of self-effort, confidence, courage. But Rahu is there. So is Rahu leading you astray? Is he giving you some wrong advice? That is the thing you have to really pay attention to. Sun doesn't stay long in the transit, so it's 1 month long. So it's not that long that you have to wait for. But definitely it is important to be conscious of it. Now, if you're Aquarius moon, then definitely you're also in the intense part of Sare Sati. But otherwise, Aquarius ascendant, Saturn is transiting your ascendant. So Saturn always demands us to pay our karma, to do things slowly. And Sun in Aries, Rahu in Aries, doing the opposite. Rush, do things, throw caution to the wind. So those are the decisions you have to make. Pisces, Jupiter is Gandanta for most of this transit of Sun in Aries. And Aries is your second house of finances and money. And there's an eclipse happening in the area of savings. The second house is generally house of savings. And therefore, Rahu can sometimes bring ideas that are radical and different and risk-taking. And the eclipse also. So be very conscious of not taking risks. And if something seems too good to be true, it is. And, don't be scared about your finances. Well, but this is a period of being aware of these thought processes and things that you're suddenly thinking, oh, I need to make this investment. I'm going to do very well with it. Just remember that Rahu is there. Also, Jupiter's Gandanta, and Jupiter's going to go with Rahu as well. So lots happening for you too. So that is it for today. Thank you so much. And I will